Hi, this is Ferdinand, and today we're going to talk about comfortable heels. So, heel and comfortable, that seems to contradict in itself, but there are high heels which are surprisingly comfortable. They're, of course, still not for hiking, but you can wear them at night without having much of much of hurt in the feet. So, and the other day I came up with a topic because a good friend of mine, she asked me, well, I bought these very expensive heels in a shoe store, and I wore them twice, and they were so uncomfortable, even though the heel height is a height where I can wear them usually just normally. And I said, so let me have a look. And I encountered something, even though these were designer shoes and they were very expensive, they weren't balanced right. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I have here one of our prototypes where the heel is just a tiny bit too long. It's really just it's not even a centimeter. It's even less than that. But it makes you can't see it from the first view. But I'm going to show you how you can check on the heel height in shoe stores if, when you go buy shoes, if the heel height is actually corresponding to the shoe size. So if you're in the shoe store and you take the shoe or the boot and you put it on a straight plane, like maybe a table, and then you can have a look how much of the sole touches the ground, and also how straight the heel is. And when it doesn't look very right, you can try to move it a little bit, and then you can see that if you straighten the heel, the sole comes off the ground. So that means the heel is just a tiny bit too tall. These boots are perfectly walkable for a little bit, but if you wear them, for example, like a whole night, they get very uncomfortable if the heel height is just this tiny amount too high. So the next time you go into a shoe store and you choose heels and you can't feel if they're comfortable, because you're just going to wear them for a minute or two. So, but if you want to know if they're comfortable a whole night, this is what you should check for. Here we have an example where the heel is too short. So you can see that this is going up a lot. It's supposed to go up a little bit, the point of the shoe, but it's way out of balance. And then you can see already the heel here, it's not straight. So and then you can move it up and you can see to a point where the heel looks straight, but as you can see, it doesn't touch the ground anymore. So this heel is way too short. You can see very easily you can't really walk on them. As soon as you would make a step, you would fall backwards. So you might want to check on that as well. It doesn't happen too often. Usually the heel is a little bit too long very often. Yeah, but just for demonstration, you can't just change also the heel height. It really has to correspond with the shoe size. And here we have an example where the heel height is exactly right. It's our Aluminosa boot, and we very often have customers where the women say, well, I really can't wear high heels, and I really don't. 5-6 centimeters, that's my max. And I very often I tell them, okay, you try this boot and try these heels. I don't tell them how high it is. And then they try it on and they said, yeah, that's exactly my height. It's very comfortable. I say, well, this is 10 centimeters. And they say, well, that can't be. So yeah, well, if they're balanced right, then even a high heel shoe can be surprisingly comfortable. All right, so next time you go shoe shopping, keep your eyes open.